Hey everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. I'm very excited to show you guys the furniture now that I have it all set in place and I rearranged everything. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I do want to note this is not the final layout. I'm showing you guys as I progress with the whole furniture stuff. I still have some boxes out, as you guys will see, but yeah, we're still day by day figuring it out. So I have the lights on because it's a very gloomy day here in Singapore, but this is the beautiful dining set table that we got. The furniture that we got is from Casterly, so Casterly, but these are just so beautiful, and the rattan woven seating there, and I'm just so happy. I wasn't sure whether I wanted the back to just be like flat or curved, but my boyfriend was like, let's do the curved one, and great taste because I love the way they turned out. And then we have this leather sofa right here, which is so gorgeous and so huge, and I am in love. And here are the plushies I brought back from home with me. So I got my Pokemon piece Pikachu here, the oldest plushie I have. I got this when I was really young, and a Miffy from Japan that my boyfriend got me. So the back over there is hiding our luggage for the time being until we have a proper place to store them away. But I'm just so in love with how deep these seats are and how much leg space that we have. We do have room for a coffee table, but that kind of gets into the flow of everything, so we're probably not going to get that since we just have ample space on the sofa anyways. TV is still on the floor, my boyfriend's desk a little bit more situated. And then here's the other view of the table. Our drying rack is there. I think we're going to continue placing it more against the wall when we're using it once we place those boxes away. As you can see from over here, I already put up some magnets and pictures that we brought back from home with us. And we have some boxes on the floor. This is the Dreamy vacuum mop. I was so excited when we got this because, you guys, the floor has been disgusting, so I'm going to show you that later. It's my favorite toy gadget thing that we've got. And then probably another one of the things that, I don't know, is it an exaggeration to say changed my life, but the Nespresso Virtual Pop. We got this in the color black, and I am just so in love, you guys. I love it so much. It sits right over here. I closed it for now because I didn't know, so if you have one and you didn't know, then I'm gonna let you know. But the first time you get it, you have to rinse it, which is what I did. Fill water, let it rinse, and then when you put pods in and you make your coffee, you should release the top, let the pod fall, and let it air dry. Then usually at nighttime I close it just to make sure bugs don't get in it because I'm a little paranoid. But I'm gonna make a coffee. I chose the white milk frother to go with it because it has black accents, and I kind of enjoy that it's not both black, or else it just looks too monotonous. So they come with these welcome pods, and we've made quite the dent. So far I've been loving the Altisio, the decaf version, when I want my fix at nighttime. I tried the double espresso Chiaro. I really like this. The Bianco Doppio is good as well, but it's a much more less intense taste compared to the Chiaro. The nice thing that the lady told me about this machine here, actually when I was in the store, I saw that this machine was shorter than the other one, and I kind of liked the look of the other one. But now that I have the shorter one, I do enjoy it because when you're making your coffee, because the distance is shorter, when the coffee drops, it doesn't like splish splash everywhere. So learned to appreciate this short little machine. But the nifty thing is, other devices, if you don't have this option, I think you can upgrade it, but this one already came pre-programmed into the device. But for your coffee pods here, if you double press this button here, the light will turn green. It goes into barista or expert mode, and it turns your coffee pods into a double shot of espresso, which is really nice. I think the Gran Lungo, it does the same. And we also picked out these pods during our purchase. So my boyfriend picked out the Costa Rica hazelnut. I think that was the only one he wanted to pick out, and then he told me to pick out the rest. But these are the other ones that I picked out. This one I picked up actually a couple days ago because I didn't expect to like it so much, so I went to get a decaf so that I can enjoy drinking a decaf version at nighttime for a little sweet treat. But love this one. This is the one that I first tried in store when she made it for me, and then she recommended these two, so I agreed. And I chose the rich chocolate, golden caramel, double shot espresso dulce. I heard this is really good. So I've already tried the hazelnut, which I love. I hear that when it comes to the flavored pods, it's a little bit of a hit or miss for some people, but I truly love the aroma and the fragrance that comes out of this little hazelnut pod. So this has been my favorite. I also enjoy the golden caramel. However, I feel like if I had caramel syrup, it would really bring out the flavor more. I hear a lot of the girlies on TikTok, because that's where I search my recipes, say that that the double espresso dulce is really good as well. And then I had a viewer, Christina Marie, who told me about like the cinnamon vanilla dulce, and they don't have it here, so I'm very sad. I also saw that online on TikTok. A lot of the girlies are talking about the white strawberry chocolate that is coming up for Valentine's Day, but they don't have that here in Singapore. The flavors that we have right now are almond croissant, I believe it is, and something else. But I tried the almond croissant one in store. I do not like it. I was pretty disappointed. I think I'm just not an almond flavor type girl. It's a very floral fragrance of almond more than a nutty almond. So I think that is why. So I was expecting it to be a nutty almond, which is why I was surprised. And I don't get any hints of croissants either. So that kind of threw me off. But I'm gonna make my latte. I'm gonna get ready to record my Pokemon Sleep and Pokemon TCG Pocket stuff. Trading comes out today in Pokemon TCG Pocket, which is really exciting. And then I'm gonna continue editing and then give you guys the rest of the tour of what the bedroom looks like now that we have the bed frame here. And then on February 4th, we are getting our mirror. So I'm thinking of placing the mirror over here where the Dreamy box is, just so that when we walk over here and leave, we kind of are able to check our outfit. I just got back from running a little errand, so let me show you guys what I got. I picked up these. I finished a pack when I was in Canada, and these were really great for blemishes and breakouts. So because I'm in Singapore, the weather has been humid and is causing me to break out. So very excited to have picked this up. I also got some mouthwash. This is just the best brand of mouthwash. I feel, my boyfriend and I really feel like this makes a huge difference when it comes to oral health. I picked up some white honey for my coffee. If you guys are on TikTok and you know about Allison, then she puts white honey in her coffee. So I'm gonna try putting white honey in my coffee. And then I was craving something like crunchy, so I got some Pringles and this Jagarico Hokkaido butter flavor. These are really good. Picked up some antibacterial wipes and 3 packs of baked macadamia nuts because my boyfriend loves these, so I wanted to surprise him when he got home. And a universal multi-purpose travel adapter because actually let me show you guys why I got this. So I mentioned before we got the Dreamy vacuum mop. This is what it looks like right now, and it's in our room because I was using my travel adapter plug that I use to charge my phone for this. So these are the prongs, but as you see, they do not fit. So I needed something. So I had to use my travel adapter up until now, but I got another one separate for this, and we're gonna move this to the kitchen. I really like this. It does not break your back like traditional bucket and mop does, and I'm actually very excited to mop again just so I could use this. It is not a replacement for a vacuum though, although it does have a vacuum feature. It just kind of sucks up the dust as it mops for you, but definitely not a replacement for a vacuum. So we still need to get one. By the way, this is the bed frame. We still don't have nightstands yet, so things might be on the floor. This is our bed, my plushie that I like to hold when I go to sleep, Pokeball Plus, and then AC controller, my Kobo. This is the Kobo color. I love it. These are the stickers on the back. And right now I'm reading Housemaid, and look at the wallpaper. That's from Freerin. This one I just found online. Howl's Moving Castle, my favorite. Yeah, I really enjoy this for reading books, reading manga. It's great, especially if there's colored pages. Washroom is still the same. Actually, there's one thing I picked up. I picked up a little toothbrush holder from Muji and a little microfiber cloth just to wipe down any wet surfaces when I wash my hands and then I dry my hands. I want to find a makeup brush cup holder that has a little cover so that my brushes are protected. Alright, so my desk is looking very messy right now, so do not mind, but this is what it's looking like. Still need to order the desk shelf desktop monitor mount thing, a mouse pad. I brought my mechanical keyboard back from home, and I recently got the Logitech MX Master 3S for the Mac. I love this mouse, especially when it comes to editing. These buttons over here, the small thin ones, they're good for web browsing because you could go forward and backwards for browsing pages. And then the side scroller is great for when you're editing videos and you're scrolling through the timeline instead of dragging. I got my bag of Swedish candy because I'm obsessed. The texture and the flavors are just so good. And my little Radiant Jirachi card. I also brought my binder of Pokemon cards just to decorate my room a little bit. I haven't got around to doing that yet though. I brought Kitsune Jerry with me. I brought my coaster, a matching one with my little sister, so this just makes me feel a little closer to her now that I'm here. And my Hobonichi that I did a little review walkthrough of in one of my previous vlogs. Sunset lamp to set the mood for my videos on YouTube. And then this little notebook is topics that I want to talk about when I'm talking in my videos for Pokemon Sleep and TCG Pocket. Mainly Pokemon Sleep though. I also forgot to show you guys, but when we got our Nespresso, it came with these complimentary Nespresso cups. So we got a pair, but this is just one that I have out right now. And when we got our vacuum mop, they gave us a can of abalone, which I thought was pretty neat and funny. So I'm gonna have to ask my mom, like, what recipe, like what can I make with this, you know? Also, when we bought our Nespresso, they gave us a pack of envelopes, red envelopes for New Year's. Although we do not have anyone to give these to now that we're here, so we just have a pack of envelopes laying around. But I'm planning of putting the vacuum right over here. I do wonder if it's going to kind of be in the way, but we will see. All right, so it's not that bad, but we can't put it here because it just won't reach. So gotta think of another place to put this now. Alternatively, I was going to plug it here in our laundry room, so we would put this dryer on top of our front loader, but the cord won't even reach, so gotta scrap that idea. So yeah, that's the home so far. I'm very excited for when our mirror comes next week, so that's gonna be super exciting to finally have a proper mirror in place here. And I am quite hungry now, so I'm going to eat the pork cutlet sandwich that I bought. It's sounding so delicious. It's my favorite pork cutlet sandwich that I ate here so far, so I'm very excited to eat. And then I'm probably gonna make another coffee with the white honey, so maybe I'll report back to you guys if I remember. I'm going to add the honey first because I hear the TikTok girlies say to add your sweetener and then add your coffee on top of that. I'm actually not sure how much I should add. Maybe this is a good amount? I mean, I could always add more if it's not sweet enough. I'm going to do a double shot of the golden caramel pod. Alright, so our espresso is finished. Let's give it a good mix just so that the honey is incorporated nicely into that. Alright, so that's looking good. Let's add our ice. So another tip I hear from the girlies is to add like a lot of ice. Now for the milk of your choice, I'm just using Oatly's oat milk. And I'm going to put a splash of whipping cream. I also like to add some flaky salt in my drinks, even for my matcha. I just feel it kind of adds this nice little saltiness that enhances the sweetness. So just a good pinch. So this is what she's looking like. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's give it a good mix. And now let's take a sip. That is good. The white honey gives this really nice, sweet, airy sweetness to it, and I think it goes really well with the coffee pod that I just used. It really brought out the caramel flavors compared to last time when I tried the coffee pod with just agave, so I really like this. I think I would add a little bit more honey though. This is my lunch. This is from Ebisu Sando from Kyoto, it seems, and I don't really like cutlets, but this is just so delicious. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy my coffee afterwards. I have a bottle of water over here. Stay hydrated, and I'm just so excited to eat this. Hey everyone, I am so excited. I have something that just came in the mail, so let's check it out together. So this over here is my monitor. I finally got a monitor. It is a 34 ultra wide inch MSI monitor. Let's unpack it and put it on my table together. All right, so for those who are curious, this is the monitor that we are going to set up. This is in white. I'm very happy it's an ultra wide curve because it's quite difficult to find a good price one here in Singapore. Most of the ones I've seen were upwards of $1,000. This was less than 500, so quite the good price. And this is is what we're working with. It is a little cluttered, a little messy. Some new things that came ever since the last time we saw each other was this desk mount and this mat. This I got from Shopee. It's a little flimsy. The white paint, although it doesn't show on camera, is very opaque, but it'll do the job, so I'm pretty happy. So this is before. So this is what the mess is looking like. Well, not much of a mess, but just have to screw in this panel, plop this on top, and then we get this onto the table. All right, so this is what the setup is looking like now. I had a cover on my MacBook, but it wouldn't fit into that little thing unless I take it off. So it is exposed, but whatever. And here it is, the final setup. Now I'm satisfied with it. However, I think having a arm mount would be good just to create some distance between the shelf and the thing. If you're asking why didn't I put it on top of the mount, well, the base of it is too big for the depth of this here. But I'm loving how it's looking. Here it is from a different angle. Yeah, I need to declutter my desk because it's kind of looking a little chaotic for my liking. I like to have my space a little bit more clear just so I don't get too overwhelmed. And I need a CalDigit because I ran out of ports. So now that it's docked like this, I can't use the webcam. And I need a webcam to film my Pokemon content. But overall, super satisfied. It's looking a little crooked. I tried seeing if I could fix the monitor, but I'm not sure if it's just a shelf issue or maybe the monitor is a little crooked. But I tried rotating it. Doesn't seem like it did anything. So yeah, gotta deal with that. Overall, I'm very happy to finally have a monitor because editing on a monitor like this is so much more better than on a 14-inch over there. But look at these new stickers that I got. They're so cute. I have this one. There's puppies on it. And it's just so adorable. These ones also have puppies, but this is like cleaning day themed, so you know, make my journal a little bit more fun when I'm highlighting what cleaning stuff I did during my week. And I'm just so happy. They're so cute. Now all that's left to do is clean up this mess and pick up the little bits of styrofoam that found its way on the floor. Hey friends, it is Thursday and I wanted to show you this little thing I built yesterday. I'm so happy. It's in a corner of my room. So I don't really leave the house all the time, but when I do wear clothes, it's mainly to record my Pokemon content on YouTube. So I'm circulating through different tops. So that means they're still clean because I didn't leave the house, but I don't want to hang it back into my other closet. So I decided to get this rack and I really love it. I wish you guys could see it in person because it just looks so much better because my camera does not really capture the scale of it, but I love it here. It's just perfect. I got my sparkly shoes down here just to decorate the bottom shelf. Those are from Aldo. They are not comfortable, but they are cute. And then skirts, dress shirt, dress. This is super flimsy and wobbly, but it'll do the job. It was 50 bucks on Shopee. I would not recommend it just because of the quality, but because we are staying here for maybe 2-3 years in Singapore, it will do its job. It functions as it's supposed to. Top shelf is here. I am 5'2" and I would say this is about 5'7". So it's a good height. I want to decorate the top a little bit more cutely. Maybe like add a shelf up there, or sorry, not a shelf. Maybe add like a lamp up there or something. Yeah, now I have this empty space here. I'm gonna figure out what to do with that. This is what my desk is looking like. I need a little footstool or something on the bottom there because I'm short. Need to do a little bit better on the cable management. I mean, there's not much, but it is a little bit of an eyesore. I'm not in a rush to get an arm mount. My MacBook is there. I need a CalDigit because I ran out of ports, so gotta get that solved. And overall, I am loving my desk setup. I am just so happy with it. I will say though, going from an OLED screen in Canada to a non-OLED screen, I really noticed the difference. But I think my eyes are slowly adapting to it. It's just in terms of brightness and color payoff, it just seems so much more dim. And I did a little bit of cleanup in my washroom counter since the last time we've seen each other. If you remember, I used to have my skincare stuff laid out there. However, I decided to put it in this drawer or this cabinet here, simply because if I put it up there, it starts collecting a lot of dust and I don't want to dedicate time to clean all that dust off. So I decided to move all of that over here. I picked up some new skincare. So this is a Decorte Liposome Advanced Serum. Supposedly this is really good. And it's the first step after your cleanser. So you put this first. And it was weird for me to adapt to this because I'm used to doing like toner, essence, and then a serum. But they say to use the serum first because then it'll help your other products absorb. So I had this Albion Skin Conditioner. I used this back back in high school because it's really great for people with oily and troubled skin. I love the scent. It's just such a clean, soapy scent. So I was really happy when I saw this here because back when I was in high school, I had to import this overseas and then sometimes you get hit with duties. So I tried it once, I loved it, but on top of it being expensive, getting hit with duties hurts as a Canadian. So I am so happy that I can find Albion here in Singapore. So loving these two so far. And then this is a new moisturizer I've been using. It's the Dew 1010 Tonk Drop. This was something I got in Japan a couple of years ago. And I just recently started using this because I used up all my other moisturizer. And I like this. The consistency is very nice and it doesn't make me too oily. And it moisturizes really well. The only thing I wish is that it was a pull-out drawer like I had back at home, but all these drawers are opened like this. So I don't mind having to open it and then take them out every time I have to do my skincare because I'd rather that than for it to accumulate dust up there. Now this corner is looking a little messy. Yeah, I mean, nothing I can do about my makeup. They're all in a acrylic shelf, so it doesn't collect too much dust, and it's less dusting for this than it is for all my individual skincare that's exposed. Also, I got this toothbrush from Tokyo Hands. It's the PT Nano, the Mamu brand. It is so dense if you could see the brush head there. And I mean, it kind of might be gross to show you guys this, but it's clean, I promise. Best toothbrush I've ever used. I've used mechanical ones, I've used Colgate, all those toothbrushes, but this gives me a clean that I've never felt on my teeth. And because there's so many bristles on this, like you really get a good clean. But just be careful not to press too hard when you're using this because you might ruin your enamel. That's what the packaging says, especially because there's so many bristles. So take care of your teeth. You gotta follow the instructions, but I love this. I never thought I would say something about a toothbrush, but I love this. It really beats my mechanical toothbrush, so I haven't bought one yet. Honestly, I don't think I will just because of how well this works. Here is a little update on my desk. I'm really happy. I have the CalDigit right over here. So I have everything hooked up into that instead of my computer now. Cable management is looking like that. I mean, it's kind of hidden from the front, which is okay. But if you look below, that's when you kind of see the chaos. I'm really happy with how it's looking. Definitely though, if the monitor was mounted, they would add a little height and then it wouldn't look so cluttered and congested in the middle. But here's my little happy corner. I love it. They're my Sony Angels. Those ones don't fit into the Muji display, so they're out right now. I just get so happy when I walk in my room and I see that little corner there. It's just so cute. And then I decorated my little cabinet shelf a bit more. So this is a keychain elephant that my best friend got me when she visited Thailand. These are Funko Pops. A friend of mine gifted these to me for my 30th birthday. And then we got our magical wand that they give at Heidi Lau. So I have that hidden there. And a little Pop Mart figurine. So cute. My other fairy wand is in there because it fits. And I want to collect more Nyota's Fluffy Life because the aesthetic is exactly what I love. And then I have these two Sony Angel Hippers over here because I still haven't committed to where I want to put these yet. So they're just laying side by side over there. Update, I decided to put the CalDigit over there just so that there's more airflow and circulation because I feel like it was getting a little bit too hot in this little area. I'm so excited because our mirror is finally here. It's so cute. It's way cuter in person, and I decided to go with the light wood because if it were dark, I feel like it would really darken this area of the place, especially because this furniture is dark. Our sofa is darker, so this is the mirror and I love it so much. And it is just so gorgeous and fun, and I'm obsessed, truly. Like, this just makes me so happy. But I think for now we're just going to leave it there. We could put it in the bedroom, but I kind of have a thing against sleeping with your feet against the mirror. Also, if it's like at your feet and you see yourself at nighttime, sometimes it can be a little scary. I mean, alternatively, I could put it across from my desk, but it's for my boyfriend and I to use, so I don't know how comfortable he would feel walking in and out of my office. But the other place I was thinking is this wall over here, but then that's directly across our bed. So for the time being, it'll be there until we decide, but I really like it there. Like, it's so cute. I love it. I love it so much.